But here's what we know about men. Nothing makes a man feel closer than when he is emotionally and physically connected to his wife. It's not just physically, it's also emotionally. And 2/3 of the men we surveyed said that very, very thing. And so you just go, so you kind of look at this and you go, well, then how do you actually do that? There's a concept called bidding that Dr. John Gottman talks about. And it's the way that you initiate and begin to lean into your relationship. And what he submits is this happens hundreds of times a day between a husband and a wife. So I'm just going to unpack this a little bit. Gals, when you wink at your husband, when you brush past him kind of coyly, when you smile, when you just kind of touch his arm, when he's driving the car and you put your hand on his knee, when you look at him and you kind of laugh at what he is saying, what you're doing is you are bidding for connection with your husband. Guys, same thing for you. When you look at your wife and you're connecting to her heart and you're saying, you know what, sweetheart, I'm so proud of you today and the way you've been handling this situation that you're working on and the way you're working through this. And you're the only woman for me. And you're just blessing her. Or when you're reaching over and you're holding hands and just taking her hand. And maybe in front of the kids, just going up and grabbing mama and just loving on her in front of those kids, and they get all weird on it, but they love it because it builds security for them. When you're doing those things, you are bidding. And when we bid, we build connection. When we bid, what we do is we strengthen the boundary around a godly marriage. When we bid, we essentially put a covering over that marriage that inhibits the enemy from coming in later on. And so when a husband does that, and a wife does that, gals, it's absolutely amazing. When Barb is bidding with me and reaching out to me and connecting to me and encouraging me, you know what? It makes me want to do all sorts of stuff for her. Now, I don't do all sorts of stuff for her because I'm thinking it'll pay off later that night, although sometimes that does happen. But that's not the purpose of it. The purpose is she's loving me. When I'm taking care of Barb's needs, she's taking care of my needs, it leads to physical intimacy in the marriage relationship. And a lot of women think, well, gee, if I tell my husband, just go do something with your friends or go do something with the kids, and a man is not paying attention to his wife, some women think, well, he'll take license with that. That's not what is going to happen. What's going to happen is the guy's going to come back and even spend more time wanting to serve and care for his wife.